is the time for movies, and we both
Yes.
love movies. So, without me going to see any, which I'm going to get caught up on next week after, I'm not training or anything, but I don't know if you've watched any of these. Wonder Woman, I hear, is amazing.
Have not seen it yet, but I am so happy to hear that a DC movie is getting great reviews.
Yes, finally. 'Cause I'm a
Yep.
DC guy. I love DC.
Oh, me too. Me too. Can't tell. Although there's a
I mean,
Marvel
I like Marvel stuff too, but I think DC's a little darker, and I like that. I like the
grittier.
and as much shit as Superman vs. Batman got, I like the movie.
It wasn't a bad movie, especially the extended version.
Yeah,
There were
That tied
things
a lot
about
of
it I
stuff.
didn't like very much. I didn't particularly care for the Lex Luthor.
God, he was awful.
Um,
That I think if they would have casted somebody else or actually wrote the character in a little bit better, the movie probably would have been.
well, I think Jesse Eisenberg could have done a decent job at a normal Lex Luthor. I don't know why he didn't just. It had to be Zack Snyder. Or maybe it was. I mean, I don't want to blame Zack Snyder for everything because, in my opinion, he has made some good flicks in the beginning of his career. But
He's fizzled out.
yeah,
I'm happy he's done with them now because
I was defending him up until Batman vs Superman. Because people shit on me for this, but I liked Man of Steel.
I hear mixed reviews about that, and I've never been a Superman fan because I've kind of pushed that back, but I've heard good things about it. I've heard terrible things about it.
I liked it. I liked it enough to buy it. You know what I mean? So I was psyched when Man of Steel came out because I was like, cool. They're gonna start their own thing like Marvel, and this is a good start. And then I think Batman v Superman was the next one. It took 4 years for that shit to come out.
Yeah.
And it was disappointing, the theatrical cut for sure, but I still enjoyed it. I don't want to watch it over and over again,
No.
but I liked it.
It's not like the Nolan.
I'll watch it every couple
the
years.
Nolan Trilogy that
Yeah,
I've
watched so many times.
I've watched the Nolan Trilogy probably, in an honest opinion, probably 20 times each movie.
I've even watched Dark Knight Rises quite a few times, and that's my least favorite of all of them. And
Really?
it's nothing's as good as the Dark Knight. And the Dark Knight was so good.
Yeah.
The original was good, but it was really good. Batman Begins, but I saw that so many fucking times. So I've seen that more than any of them.
Right.
I think I saw that in theaters twice. You know what I mean? So
I don't have a favorite, to be honest with you, because I love the Joker and the Dark Knight, but I really thought, oh God, what's his name? Played a great Bane too.
oh, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
I thought-
that's one of my favorite actors, and I couldn't think of his name.
I thought the Bane he played was cool, but it wasn't Bane. You know what I mean? It was nothing like Bane. Didn't sound like Bane. Didn't look like Bane. The only thing that made him anything like Bane is that he had a weird mask on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, he was just like a Scottish terrorist.
Bane?
Even though he was from Brazil or whatever.
Yeah.
But he sounded Scottish, and he is Scottish.
Bane has always been kind of like
Maybe English.
a henchman, he's always been the guy that can whoop Batman's ass.
Yeah. And he's always been huge. He's always had Venom infused in him and shit.
But Nolan's series is so realistic, but it still has that superhero aspect to it where it could never really happen that way. But it was so realistic, I couldn't imagine them putting green, green Venom in his body and making him superhuman and stuff. So
No, I agree.
But I liked it how they tied it in with the League. What is it? The League of Shadows? Is that the name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was also known as the League of Assassins.
Yeah. And that was cool because then it's well, you were trained by the same guy, Ra's al Ghul, so that's why you know what I'm doing before
threw
you
Talia
do
in
it.
there too.
Yeah.
Which was cool. You ever saw that internet video where they're making fun of that scene where
It's so funny.
oh my god, and he's like, I forgot what he says. He's like, the suit, it seals in the flavor. When he's talking about her going down on him and shit.
It was great. I just watched one yesterday. It was from Batman Begins when he hangs the the fat guy with the big, like all the big hair and
Oh,
stuff.
the guy from Sons of Anarchy,
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah, he hangs him up there, but it's like a parody of it, and he comes out with like a weird voice. And he's like, "No, that's not it." And finally, he's like,
he's just
"Oh, I just lost my voice. You like that for real?" What do you say? "Oh yeah, I swear to God." Swear to me.
Some of those lines are great.
Mm,
I heard a story one time that a guy met Christian Bale in the mall, and like a bunch of people were around him asking for autographs, and he said Christian Bale was really cool, and he said, "Man, I wish my wife was here to meet you and stuff." So he said Christian Bale actually walked with him and looked for her for a moment. It's like, but as they started, he's like, "Oh, let's go find my wife," and he's like, "Where is she?" He's just like, "That's what I knew I loved Christian Bale."
And I've heard nothing but bad things about Christian Bale. About
Really?
being an asshole and hard to
Even
work with.
his own like mom and sister or something like that were like talking shit about him for a little while. But yeah, I've heard he's kind of an asshole. And
Well, when you're an A-list celebrity, dude, you cannot constantly be nice to people. And like I get it, and like I'm known because I fight locally. Like nobody knows me around the world or anything like that. And like as much as I love the support, like I get asked the same damn questions over and over and it becomes like you just keep. I mean, it's really the same answer every time. Man, I don't know what I'm fighting next. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
well, there's just such a huge gap in between. So there's a lot of time there where you don't know, and you probably get, because the time there is much larger than the time than you do now. You're getting all those questions in that time period, so it seems like a lot.
It is. And this guy's an A-list celebrity known around the world. I'm sure he's sick of people walking up to him as he's eating lunch, minding his own damn business. Hey, can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta let these people be humans.
Well, most of the shit I've heard about him wasn't actually like. There's a couple things I heard where it was people coming up to him and like talking to him, but most of the shitty things I heard about him were like on set and stuff like that.
Yeah, the one meltdown.
Where
I'm sure you've
on
heard
Terminator,
that.
where
Yeah.
they recorded it and they put it on the internet, and he just went off on this dude. But what most people don't realize is that was like a guy in production. He was walking through. I forget what he did, but he basically walked right through the scene and took him and pretty much everybody completely out of the scene and fucked everything up, which most people don't realize because they're not actors and shit. Like, in order for you to buy the movie, in order for him to be as good as he is as an actor, he has to fucking like put himself in that moment. And when you kill that, it kills everything.
It could ruin the whole day.
So the guy went off on him, and I guess he even went off on the guy, and then went off on the director for hiring such a fucking like incompetent worker. And so I mean, kind of in his defense, but not really. I mean, I could see some of his assholishness. I think would be justified because I'm an asshole sometimes too.
Yeah.
But I'm not an asshole for no fucking reason.
Right.